Today we're taking a look at the Monoprice LED light strip. I'm not really sure exactly what their name for it is, but here it is. Pretty cool little guy, I guess. Really good for uplighting. It is daylight outside, but this is what you got from it. It does a really nice job on the wall here. Has some cool built-in programs that it's just kind of running through. It has a lot, which is nice. There's all kinds of different little chases and color changing patterns, whatnot, that it goes through. It's relatively bright, but it does not have a very large area of focus. You can see up on the ceiling there, that's about as much spread as you have given where it is. And I'll pull it back from the wall a little bit so you can see on the ceiling. That's pretty much what you get, which is not necessarily all bad. Really good uplighting fixture, which is exactly what I intend to use it for, so that's totally fine. In terms of build quality, it's decent, I guess, for the price. It's not terrible. Very light. You know, definitely a Chinese made device by any means, but it does the trick, and excellent value, really. Have not gotten a whole lot of time to play with the DMX on this, although the controls here are relatively easy to use. The sound active, I think the way it works is you set it on a automatic pattern, and it just goes until you tap it, and then it does its thing to sound. Otherwise, it just kind of keeps fading. You can see. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you know, it's super light, which I like. You can hear it rattle a little bit, but I mean, to be expected. No complaints so far, though. Worked well out of the box. I'm gonna plug it into a DMX controller at some point and play with it, but it looks to be zone controllable, meaning that each one of these little segments here, you can kind of see them flash through when it does its thing, is controllable, so you can do sweep patterns across it, which I guess is probably pretty standard for light bars. But relative to the other LED light strips I've seen, like the American DJ, Chauvet, you know, name brand ones, I guess, I can't really tell all that much of a difference, although maybe brightness, but even then, it's more just how it's focused, which is great for uplighting, because it gives you all your light exactly where you would want it, which is along your wall or your tripod skirt, which is what I'm going to be using these for. Got great little extra features like the power out there, which is nice, and they give you an Edison plug instead of an IEC plug, so you don't have to buy some fancy cable. You can just daisy chain it like you would with a regular power cord. For the price, honestly, these are a great value, and Monoprice has a good return policy if for some reason it doesn't work. Overall, I'm happy and would definitely recommend this guy. And this is just on a wall to give you guys a idea of how bright it is. Really quick, I'm going to plug in another one of their products, which is the their little 575 LED par thing, to give you a brightness comparison. Much more happy with the 575 fixture than I am with this guy, but needless to say, I'm also pretty pleased with this lighting strip as well. So here we have the par 575, which I will do a separate review of in a minute. So these are the dip switch menu on the back. Pretty straightforward. You know, intuitive. You don't need a whole lot of manual time to figure out how it works. I mean, you can see the brightness though. Holy crap. Way better. I'll kind of put this off to the side here. You can see it basically drowns out the other one entirely. And you're also probably noticing on the camera a little bit of flicker. But But yeah, so that's the brightness. If we point these guys on the ceiling, you can see that the LED strip is pretty much, that's just the LED strip alone. And you bring this guy in and it just kind of drowns it out. So, you know, relatively speaking, this guy is much, much brighter. But it's, you know, different caliber LEDs and for a different application. So that's just kind of a comparison between the two, and I'm going to do another clip here of just the 575.